Hey, how are ya? Welcome to Them Fellas. Today we have a guest.
Tim
Pack.
Well, he's not really a guest, because this is kind of our first video.
This video is sponsored by Ingles.
It's not, actually.
The Ingles Advantage.
Wish I had my Advantage card with me.
Oh,
They
yeah, I
work
was with you when you
I
got
got
it.
25 cents off a gallon.
Each gallon?
Each gallon.
Total.
Up to
okay.
20 gallons.
Up to 20 gallons.
How long did it take you to get that much?
A long time.
Okay, well, that's $5.
A long
You saved
time.
$5.
It's like 5 cents.
It's
every
crazy.
100 points.
Josh! That's a cool shirt. Man.
Thank you.
Wow.
I only wear Star Wars
I was
shirts.
gonna say something now, I forgot.
What we're doing today is Josh and I have compiled stories from our childhood. We went to elementary school, and we're going to share those stories
Yeah.
with Timothy.
So we've been friends forever. Literally too long.
Yeah, okay, when did we meet?
Well, first grade. And I don't know when we started becoming friends, because the way we got to know each other, we were on the playground during recess.
Yes.
You came up to me,
I remember this very clearly.
and you said, "Hey, do you want to be best friends?"
Okay, so picture this. We have to reiterate this.
Okay.
Imagine you're a little boy.
It's not too hard to imagine.
Yeah, imagine you're a little boy. A stranger approaches you and says, "Hey, do you want
know
to be
what?
best friend?"
Well,
That's magical.
it was more like
That's a moment.
this
No,
guy.
I feel like it was a force because Jamie was.
It wasn't.
It was, yeah. Because I was like, oh, he'll forget about tomorrow. I can just, I'll be nice to
I
him
didn't
today.
forget.
And I imagine that you asked everybody on that playground. I was just the first one to say yes.
No, okay, I can see
What
why you
about
would
me?
imagine that, but I didn't.
Why did you come up to me?
I don't
Why
know.
did you do this to me?
I don't know.
He was small. He was unintimidating.
I
Josh
just.
was just scared for his life.
Yeah. I picked the smallest kid. And
Jamie
I
has a
said,
6-year weight 132 pounds.
So, we've been friends for just too long. Tim, more recently, was kind of like into our friend group.
Like 2
And-
years,
You
3 years
should-
ago.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's like, I remember not being friends with you, but then I remember being friends with you. I don't remember like the in-between.
Yeah.
But I do remember it was a long time before I finally met you in person. And then I ran up and I hugged you, and it was a very happy moment.
It was a very so
For me.
I just talked to them like on Discord, and like I met Jamie Austin. Adam wasn't even here. We didn't
We-
even know Adam.
Because we knew
existed.
your brother, Eric.
Yeah, and like Eric
Yeah.
hated me because I was better than him. And
That's not even false.
Not
And like I had met everyone but Josh.
You know, Tim was more like a legend at first because
I had heard about him.
Eric would just be like, "Yo, I've got a brother. His name is Tim, and he's younger." At first, well, okay, that's cool. But the more and more I would see Tim, the more and more I was like, "Wait, can I be friends with you?" and not your older. Can I be friends with 2.0?
Yeah.
And then back to the first embrace with Josh. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was in the summer of
The first embrace
2016.
with Josh.
Josh steps out of I think it was Jamie's
Probably his truck.
truck.
Well,
And
we-
they
was
came
it-
over to ride 4-wheelers.
We came to your house.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
at my house.
Why
And
did
I
we-
remember seeing Josh, and
remember.
I like run to Josh. He hugs me. It was like a great hug, and then he knees me right in the testicles.
It was literally like they'd known each other their entire life.
And
It
like
just-
I get knee
like,
balls.
like on a beach, so like running,
Yeah,
and the camera's
that's how I
panning back
imagine.
and forth.
I saw the whole thing in slow motion.
And then I was like, Josh!
Boom.
Boom! Right then I was like, ah, Josh!
I thought he was just really excited to see me. So you probably have not heard most of these stories.
I've heard
I-
some, but not all.
Yeah.
We tried to pick stories that we were pretty sure he hasn't heard, but if you have, just tell us. Do you want me to start with my story?
Yeah. I don't know what this is going to be.
Okay.
It can't be that funny.
It's so.
I don't know. It could be.
Okay, 3rd grade.
That was the last year.
That was the last year that me and Josh went to the same school.
And we were in different classes.
Yes, we were in different classes. So as a child, I was mortified of using the bathroom at school.
I still am.
I was so afraid to use like any public restroom. I could pee. I could pee.
Oh, yeah.
But if I had to at all drop a load, I was waiting until we got
You
home.
were like poop shy.
I was poop shy.
Yeah.
I was 100% poop
I have
shy.
a friend who's poop shy.
And so, I went throughout my entire elementary years and kindergarten years not pooping until I got home.
Your entire elementary years up until 3rd grade.
Up until 3rd grade. Okay.
Which is like...
Up until
maybe halfway through.
Up until 3rd grade. So I remember the day very clearly because it is horrifying for me. But I'm in class.
I can only imagine where this is going.
This is before recess. Okay, so
Oh, no.
picture recess. The recess kind of the middle of the day. I had to poop. Poop so bad. I had to poop, and I held it in. Like I had to poop from the morning. Like when I got to school, I was like, I've got to poop, and so I was like, I'm gonna hold it all day. So we get right before recess, and I'm in class. I have to poop so bad, farting just uncontrollably.
I don't think I've heard this story.
And finally,
This is why no one else is friends with JD. Poop shiny just smells like.
Yeah.
okay, I'm in class. Had to poop so bad, was not about to go to the bathroom. So, I just pooped. I just pooped. I was just sitting down. I wasn't saying, I was sitting in my chair, and I just squeezed out the largest turd that a 3rd grader can make. And I just felt it exit my crack and become flat. And so now at this point, I'm relieved. I don't have to poop anymore.
So you just go the rest of the day. I sort of imagine.
Okay,
You just go the rest of the day. There's just this sack.
There's a mass. There's a load in Jamie's pants.
And
He
in
just told no one.
in my mind, I'm like, this is good. I can manage this. So now I don't have the stress of having
How
to
can
poop.
you manage a
If I can
full
just
load
keep
of crap?
this, if I can just keep this crap at bay
But you already did it.
in my pants. Okay, I was wearing pants. It was pants. It wasn't shorts. I was wearing pants.
You like dribble down your pants.
So-
like at recess, and like you see little turds flying out. And you're just like, what's that? It's like a trail of turds.
Well, no,
down the
James
hallway.
didn't run at recess, first of all.
We have to get. Oh no, I did run at recess, and the one time I did run, I almost killed somebody.
and then,
Okay,
yeah.
that's-
I remember that one.
So now I'm in class, load in the pants, just sitting there.
It's not like half load, not a third of a load.
This is a
full load.
So I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, okay, I can do this. So I continued to do whatever it was that I was doing. Okay,
Pooping.
So, and no, I was done pooping at this point. So I'm sitting there, I'm doing my busy work or whatever it is that I was doing, and I remember a couple of classmates would look around at me and say, "Hey, Jameson, what do you?" I smell something. and I'm like, I'm straight faced. I'm like, no. And they're like, I smell poop. Did you fart? I was like, dude, no. I don't know. Like, and I was like, it could have been, that guy. Just keep going. Bell rings. Or, do we have a bell?
No, you probably just have to teach you.
Just teach us the time of recess or whatever?
Yeah.
So anyway, we're told it's time for recess. And so, at this point, I think I told a teacher that I pooped my pants. And then so she took me to the area in the school where there were clothes that you could use in case yours were unusable. So
They anticipated this.
so I go into the bathroom, into the stall. I close the stall, and I remember lowering my vessel, of which contains feces, to the ground. And I guess a little bit kind of fell. Because I remember I had white long socks on, and some poop fell onto my socks.
Wait, that was you! That was you!
Yes! What do you mean?
I remember this, but from my perspective.
Okay,
This. I don't know that was you, but of course it was you.
wait a minute, what are you talking about?
Of course it was you.
What are you talking about?
I remember we there was like bathroom time or whatever, and the whole class goes and lines up at the bathroom and they take turns.
I need a bathroom time.
And I remember us going in there, and we saw just under the stall there was some kid. There was some kid with poop on his sock.
Who found the poop sock? Mom found
And to this day, I remember it, but I had no
found
idea
poop sock.
who it was. We thought it was like some younger kid or someone we didn't know.
No, it was third grade Jamie.
Third grade Jamie.
You were looking the opposite. You were looking towards the toilet, so we knew you weren't like
Yes,
sitting down.
because I remember I was facing the toilet, and I just okay. Wait a minute. I now imagine being you looking into the stall, seeing some kid facing the toilet with the poop.
What color were your socks?
They were white. They were white. and we because we were like because we all saw just the feet, and we were like we weren't trying to like say it out loud because we didn't want this kid to know that we knew. We were like, do you see this? And we were like, oh my gosh. And then we got back, and like the lights were off, and we were supposed to have quiet time and like take a nap
Yes,
while waiting for
yes.
everyone to come back. And we were like saying, "Did you see that kid with poop on his sock?"
You guys had nap time in 3rd grade?
It was just like lay your head down,
Like a head down
on your
time.
desk.
I remember that.
And like the lights were off, just waiting for everyone to get back. Because then we would have gone to recess after that. Oh my gosh! And I remember this story, but I had no idea it was you. And
Yeah. Yeah. Well, anyway,
Now I have both sides.
Yeah.
that's the day that third grade Jamie overcame his fear of public restrooms.
Really?
It's not like an average person. You're afraid of heights, so you go somewhere high to like overcome it. You're afraid to poop. You go in like third.
So you just poop.
Yeah.
And you know that nothing could be more humiliating than that. So you just like, from then on, you're like, look, I'm just gonna have to go ahead and poop in the toilet.
This sounds backwards. I feel like you would be fine up until
Oh.
this point, and then from there on out, you would be afraid.
Yeah.
Well, see, after that, it never bothered me.
Yeah,
I was like, 'cause
crap in
I
front of
don't want to, I don't want
guess
to
it
crap
couldn't have been worse.
myself again.
Yeah, it
So
couldn't have
I'm just
been
gonna
worse.
use the bathroom.
Oh my god. The biggest story I remember is you trying to give me a Lightning McQueen toy.
Yes.
Because I
Yes.
here's
Okay,
what-
no. I'm a good friend, and I thought. You see, you agree. I was a good friend.
Not the agreeing look.
I thought I was gifting him something. Proceed.
It was
I thought it wasn't
it
a
was-
special occasion, was it? Was it
No.
your birthday?
no. It was nothing.
I just thought I want to give my friend a gift. That should happen more often these days.
But so here's what happened. I'm sitting in class. I got there before him because he would always come late. And we had like this worksheet we have to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing my worksheet. Everyone's doing their worksheet. We can't talk, so it's completely quiet. And here you come in. Which I imagine
Wait,
when you walk into class, you're kind of making a thud, thud, thud noise. So that's what I'm imagining. I hear that.
Poop
And it comes up to me. And I look at you. And you have like your backpack. And you're going through your backpack. And you're making it try to be like
What
as fast
grade
as-
was this?
This was 2nd grade. And you pull out this gift that's just the worst wrapping I have ever seen.
I tried my best.
It's not in a box or anything. It's just this Lightning McQueen toy that you've kind of put wrapping paper around. You've pulled out of your backpack, and we have like these cubbies in our desk. And you
You're like,
try to
under.
smash it into my desk, and everyone's looking at us. And, that's what's happening. And I'm a self-conscious kid in 2nd grade, and I'm like looking at around class, and you're just, and then finally you get to kind of stay in, and then you look around and you run away. But then it falls out on my desk, and I'm like, so I go to pick it up. You come bolting from the other side of the classroom, and you pick it up, and you look around again, and then you put it into my desk again, and I'm like,
But when you open this,
and then you're sitting at your desk like across the room, and I'm just staring at you, like mortified.
I'm sure I'm like
You're excited.
really ready for you to open it.
You're mouthing me to me. You're like, open it, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I'm just like I'll open it after class or something,
Yeah.
and I'll just go back to my work, kind of like looking up, see if anyone's watching us. And of course, everyone is. I mean, the teacher is watching us.
I just picture the whole class staring the whole time.
Yeah.
You realizing it and me not realizing it.
No, of course you did.
And me just trying to hoping you get the gift.
I still have that somewhere. I think.
Good, you should.
I'll find
you should
it.
always have that.
I had a story. This doesn't involve you at all, so I don't know if you've even heard this story. This was first grade. I remember it very distinctly. We were in the same class, but you just... It was me and this other guy. We were best friends, but I think I was just pretending to be best friends because I actually really hated him. And this is why.
Wait, was it? Who was it?
His name was Austin. It was a different Austin. It wasn't our Austin. So me and Austin liked the same girl in first grade. And he would always tell me that she liked him more than me. And finally, I had just had it with him. Kind of like the bathroom thing where everyone lines up, goes to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
We would go get like a drink from the water fountain. And
Yes.
there was the short one, and then there was the tall one. Or as most people would call it, the normal sized one. I call it the tall one. But luckily, there was a stool, so I could get up to the top one. And so I was at the top one, and this had just, because there was two lines, he and I were right next to each other, and we were talking about this, and I just kept getting madder and madder at him. And finally, he was getting water, and I was getting water, and I looked at him. I looked around, there's still a whole line behind us, and I got a scoop of water, and I just poured it on his head.
Wait, so you're above him
Yeah.
at the tall water fountain.
Yeah. And he was so mad. I remember looking back and everyone was like, just stunned that I
And
was
you just like,
I was like,
what's up?
I knew I had done the right thing. And I walked away. I was really proud of myself. We got back into class. He told the teacher and I got in trouble. I had to pull a stick.
One stick?
Yeah. You pulled a lot of sticks.
I almost maxed out my sticks every day. So where we went to school, it was a private school. Back then, you could get spanked by the teacher or the principal, and like that was allowed. And so I remember if you got maybe 4 or 5 sticks, so you would pull a stick and then you would put it in a pouch with your name on it. And so it was the last part of the day, and I don't know it was either second or third. Every time I would pull a stick, I would be all like walking up there like, pulled another stick, and then I would slap it in there.
Like 3 times a day you'd do that.
Yes, but then once I got to 3, and I would be like, oh yeah, pull another stick, then I would know that if I had to pull another one, that I was going to get whooped. And if I got whooped at school, I was getting whooped when I got home. So that's 2 whoopings. And so I remember she said, I don't know who the teacher was, she said, Jameson, go pull a stick. And I'm like, my heart dropped and my throat went up. I'm like, oh no, I don't want to pull a stick. And so I walk up so slowly to my pouch. I pull a stick and I put it in it. Because right after that, it's go to so-and-so's office. As soon as I put it in the thing, I heard people in the hallway leaving. And I was like, I'm free! And I walked up to her desk I was like getting my stuff, and she said, have a good day. And I put my bag on, I was like, yes! And I never got 4 sticks again. I was so close to getting whooped, and I didn't get whooped.
I was just so embarrassed to get sticks. But you
I
and
loved
our
it.
other friend, like the trio of second grade, got so many sticks every day.
I loved getting sticks.
And you guys were like proud of it, and I just
Yeah.
sat like because everyone knew we were friends, and they associated me with you.
Yeah, you were really disappointed in us. The majority of the time.
I was like, why are we friends? Oh yeah, because he asked to be best friends. That's
I
why.
did. This has been Them Fellas. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you didn't, please tell us why. And
Because it's a story about a third grader.
I'm gonna turn the camera off now.